The world woke up to a headline that could change Asia's security map. India proposes to help Philippines build its own defense industry. This is not just another arms deal, it's an opportunity for the Philippines to move from being a buyer to a builder. For decades, the country has relied on foreign hardware to defend its shores. Now, India is holding out a hand, offering not just weapons, but the know-how to make them. The proposal is bold. Indian defense companies are ready to share blueprints, training, and even set up joint factories in the Philippines. This could mean missiles, radar systems, and even ships, all designed and built by Filipinos. Imagine local engineers learning, creating, and innovating, no longer just assembling kits, but mastering technology. This deal isn't just about machines, it's about pride, jobs, and the future. If the Philippines accepts, it could lead to a stronger, more self-reliant military. But what does this offer really mean, and why is it such a big deal? To answer that, we must first understand how things currently work. For years, the Philippine military has shopped abroad for ships, planes, and missiles. Recently, it bought frigates from South Korea and fighter helicopters from the United States. These high-tech tools are impressive, but they come at a price. Every purchase means millions, sometimes billions, of dollars flowing out of the country. There are also hidden costs. Imported weapons can be hard to repair. Spare parts often take months to arrive. Training is sometimes rushed or incomplete. Local engineers and workers rarely get to touch the real technology. This leaves the Philippines dependent on suppliers for upgrades, repairs, and even basic maintenance. Relying on foreign arms can be risky. If relations sour or global crises erupt, supplies might stop. The country could be left with powerful hardware and no way to fix it. This makes the military vulnerable. In emergencies, the ability to defend oneself quickly is everything. All these drawbacks highlight a problem. As long as the Philippines only buys, it will always be one step behind. It's time to ask, is there a better way? India's offer is different from anything the Philippines has seen before. Instead of selling finished products, India wants to share knowledge and skills. The proposal includes setting up factories in the Philippines, run by Filipinos. Indian experts would train local engineers, technicians, and workers. The goal: make the Philippines not just an operator, but a creator. This isn't just about assembling pre-made kits. India is talking about real technology transfer. That means sharing the secrets behind the design, manufacturing, and even upgrades. Filipinos could learn to build and improve systems, not just follow instructions. This approach could transform the country's defense sector. Local jobs would bloom, and young people could dream of careers in engineering, manufacturing, and research. The military would have faster access to spare parts and upgrades, made at home by Filipinos. India's model is ambitious. If it works, it could break the cycle of dependency. But are there lessons from other countries that show the risk or the promise of such a path? Southeast Asia offers two clear examples: Indonesia and South Korea. Both have worked with foreign partners before, but their results differ. Indonesia long ago pushed hard for technology transfer with its partners. When it bought planes from Spain and Korea, it demanded the right to learn, assemble, and even redesign. Over time, Indonesia built its own planes, submarines, and even satellites. South Korea took a more limited route when dealing with the Philippines. Korean companies supplied ships and jets, but kept the most important technology secret. Filipino workers helped assemble some parts, but the core knowledge stayed abroad. This meant fewer local jobs, less innovation, and ongoing reliance on Korean suppliers. The lesson: real independence comes only when a country controls the technology. Indonesia now boasts a defense industry that exports to the world. South Korea, meanwhile, built its own huge industry by insisting on local know-how at home, but offers little of that to buyers. The Philippines faces a choice: follow Indonesia's path to true learning, or risk getting stuck as just an assembler. What does it take to make the better choice? There's a big difference between assembly and technology transfer. Assembly just means putting together parts that are made somewhere else. It's kind of like being handed a box of Lego with an instruction sheet. But technology transfer, well, that goes much deeper. It's about learning how to actually design those Lego blocks, making them stronger, and even inventing brand new shapes. For the Philippines, real technology transfer could be the start of a local defense industry. Filipino engineers would get to truly understand how systems work, how to fix them, and even how to make improvements. This isn't just about machines. It builds skills, confidence, and jobs. Oh, and it also means better security since there's no need to wait around for foreign spare parts or upgrades. Without true transfer, the country will always be dependent. Even if factories are built here, if the knowledge stays locked away, nothing really changes. The Philippines just ends up as a factory, not a creator. Real independence comes from owning the process. That's why it's so important for any new deal to go way beyond simple assembly lines. The real power lies in the know-how, not just the hardware. So, why is India making this offer? It's not just about selling more arms, honestly. India wants stronger partners in the Indo-Pacific. The region is facing rising tensions, especially in the South China Sea. A stronger, self-reliant Philippines is good for India, and for the balance of power in Asia. India also wants to show that it's a different kind of partner. Unlike some countries, India is actually willing to share knowledge. This helps build trust and long-term alliances. It also opens up new markets for Indian technology and creates opportunities for joint innovation. For India, sharing technology is also a way to compete with China's growing influence. By building real partnerships, India can help its friends become stronger and more independent. This isn't just business, it's a strategic move for the future. The Philippines in turn stands to gain not just weapons, but a whole new industry. The offer is tempting, but it's something that needs to be handled wisely. Still, there are risks. If the deal with India is not detailed enough, the Philippines could fall into a new kind of dependency. Sometimes, technology transfer is promised but not delivered. Critical software, blueprints, or parts may still be kept secret. Training might be limited to simple tasks. If that happens, the story won't really change. The Philippines will simply swap one supplier for another. Local factories may open, but the true secrets of the technology could still lie elsewhere. This would mean ongoing costs, limited job growth, and little real independence. It's important to learn from past deals, both at home and abroad. Technology transfer must be clear, deep, and enforceable. The agreement should ensure that local experts can improve and innovate, not just follow old instructions. Otherwise, the risks of dependency remain. Real freedom comes only when the country can stand on its own. The decision facing the Philippines is historic. Will it keep buying arms from others, or take the leap into building its own? The stakes are high. A homegrown defense industry could create thousands of jobs and new businesses. It could inspire young Filipinos to study science, technology, and engineering. A strong local industry also means better security. The country would be able to respond faster in times of crisis. Repairs, upgrades, and new designs could happen at home without waiting for foreign help. This kind of self-reliance is key for real sovereignty. But the path is not easy. Building expertise takes years, maybe decades. Mistakes will happen, and setbacks are certain. The reward, though, is huge. Pride, jobs, and confidence in the country's own abilities. The choice will shape the nation for generations. It's about more than weapons. It's about the kind of country the Philippines wants to be. Sovereignty is not just a word. It means having real control over borders, over decisions, and over the tools of defense. Genuine technology transfer is the only way to achieve this. Without it, the Philippines will always be waiting for others to act. The opportunity with India is rare. With careful planning, strong agreements, and a clear focus on local skills, the Philippines can become a builder, not just a buyer. This will take patience, resources, and political will, but the payoff will be worth it. The future is being written now. If the nation chooses wisely, it could lead Asia in innovation and security. If not, it risks remaining in the shadow of bigger players. The world is watching. The time to act is now. The Philippines stands at a crossroads. For years, it has depended on others for its defense. Today, it can choose a new path, to learn, to build, and to own its future. India's offer is more than a deal. It's a chance to shape history. True technology transfer is the key to real independence. Without it, even the best weapons are only borrowed power. With it, the Philippines can become a leader, not just a follower. This choice will define the country's strength, economy, and spirit for decades to come. The door to the future is open. It's time for the Philippines to step through and build the nation it wants to be.